Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Either way, there's the information. That way you can look up the artist, creator, or the deck if you want it. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name. And again, like I've been saying, the whole point is so you can look up the information or find the artists if you wish, in case this information is interesting to you. So if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize, but I want the artist to get credit, that's all. Okay, Sagittarius. That was, okay. There's a lot of oracle cards popping out here. Not that that's good, bad, or indifferent, but I'm just noticing there's a lot. Okay. I'm noticing there's gaps here too. There's like, it's almost like you're going into like three phases of this situation. And it's very curious how you're coming into the situation. Somebody's having some issues, but I'm not sure if it's before or after you get involved, quite frankly. Seems like it's all at the same time. Everything seems to be like happening at once when you're getting involved. Like you feel like you need to get involved in something. You got the Eight of Swords. It's almost like I have to do this. To you it's not even elective. Like it might be a family thing or something at work or some type of friend connection where you're like, no, this is what I need to do this. Because like when I'm feeling your energy come at it, you're like, no, I don't have an option. This is something I need to do. So I am doing it because I need to do it. I'm feeling your energy come at it like that. Like, no, this isn't an option. Like this is so-and-so, or this is my so-and-so, or this is however I do this. I have to do this. This is something I have to do. But you have faith and joy at the same time, kind of like, yeah, this is kind of something I do. I get involved and I help things work out. And when it's necessary, I pull out the big guns and I get it done. You got joy and you got, what's this one? Faith. Kind of like, yeah, this is like on plan, or like kind of how this is supposed to work out at this point. Like I'm supposed to do that, actually, not this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, are we pick? it's like, it's like hitting the button or something. Okay. I'm also getting like there's a weird energy coming into this, kind of like you're not over analyzing it. You're just kind of like, this has happened, this is what I do. That's it. And you got wisdom going on in the center, but you also have grief in the other side. Like somebody is not, like their energy's a little bit, like you taking care of this or you going into your mode and doing what you need to do, somebody else is not seeming to handle that well. I don't know if somebody is like feeling a rivalry or like they want to be the one doing it or something like that. When I'm feeling grief, like I feel like they're kind of like, like they're going, there goes the Sagittarian again, and I want to be doing that. Sorry, it's a phone. But the wisdom here is kind of like, yeah, you're aware of it, but you're like, no, this is what I do, and you're just not daunted by it. You're like, yeah, all right, whatever. This is what I do, and you go right into it. This is the first phase. It's like the first phase isn't that bad. You're just like, no, this is what I do. This is how I'm handling it. But somebody has an attitude about it. That's what I'm feeling with grief. Like they don't like how it's playing out is more what I'm getting. I'm not getting like the sadness like somebody died. I'm not getting that feel. I'm getting more like that's not how that's supposed to go. I wanted that and you took it. That's not really how it's going, but that's how they're acting with it. Like you're not doing it. You're not taking anything from anybody. I don't really think so. I think you're just doing what you're supposed to do or what's on plan. And they're like, oh, there goes the Sagittarius stealing my thunder again. Shut up, phone. Sorry. Yeah, there's a problem. It's the person you're dealing with. They're a little difficult to deal with. You just seem to keep going. The next phase, and my nose is itching crazy all of a sudden. I don't know what went on with that. I'm blaming the phone. I'm blaming the phone for it completely. You've got, what is this? Perfection, dissipating, and the Seven of Pentacles coming in for your next phase. This is how you're handling it. Kind of like, that is what it is. People get upset. People have their issues. I can't get caught up in that. I've got things I need to do. I don't have time for the rigmarole. I don't have time for the circus. You want drama? Go watch TV, because I'm not going to help you. I'm not into it. I'm not going to bother. The perfection is also kind of like you're getting very deep into whatever it is you feel you need to get done. So like this situation, you're like, I'm concentrating on what needs to get done. So if it's work, you're very work-oriented. If it's something that needs to be fixed, for example, if it's a family thing where you need to help somebody, you're getting like really into the dirt and grime of it. Like, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to get this done, and I'm going to get it done. So if other people are having problems with that, so be it. I'm busy. Like, it's kind of literally like if they want drama, they're gonna have to go watch TV because you don't have time for it. You're like, yeah, okay, you have a problem. That's nice. I'm busy. That's really what I'm getting. Like, I'm not even gonna hear it. I've got things to do. You're actively getting things done. You're like, you know what? No, that's all. I'm not. I'm just not gonna bother. That's really how that's coming through. There is an aggravation with it. I am noticing it, but I'm also seeing self-worth in the other side. Like somebody else just like. I feel like they're watching you and they're thinking what you have, they should have. If you're going ahead and getting things done, they want to be the one calling the shots, or they want to tell you what to do. They might be wanting to tell you what to do. I don't think that's really an option because you're just going from one to the next. You're taking care of it as it happens. Like if you're walking through like a supermarket and things are falling over, you're picking things up and moving on to the next. If there's a mess over here in this aisle, you just clean it up, move on to the next. And if like somebody needs help putting together this display, well, you're right here, so you're going to help them put it together and keep on going to the next. You're not planning things out like this is what I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to do. You're like, that's an issue, I'm going to fix it. Okay, that's an issue, I'm going to fix it. But this person's like, no, I want to have more control over this. I want to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. I want you to slow down so I can tell you how I want it done. And you're like, I don't have time for that. Like, again, if they want drama, have fun watching TV because you're not getting it here. I'm too busy. I don't have time to have drama with you. It's very interesting how things are playing out is what I'm getting. Because I got passion with the Five of Cups. Kind of like... It is a little bit of an aggravation for you, but you don't have time to get involved with it. You don't have time to worry about it, really. You are busy moving from one to the next. Oh, that just happened? Let me get over there and take care of that. Okay, what? That just happened? Okay, let me get over here and I'm going to take care of this. There's not like, let me sit back and let me write down the needs. Let me write down the pros and cons. Should I do this? Should I do that? Where can we get this? Who else could help? That doesn't happen here. That is not happening at all. If this reading is hitting, that is not happening. It's kind of like, oh, that fell over. I need to clean that up. Okay, what's going on? Oh, you slipped? Let me help you. Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need me to call you for somebody? You're okay? Okay, I have to go on to this. Okay, what's going on? Is this not completely finished? All right, well, where's the stuff? I'm going to finish it now then. You're just one to the next, to the next, to the next. It's not really a plan. It's just, it needs to be taken care of. This is the second phase, by the way. So this is the second part. It's where we're ending up in the third part that I feel like that's what this whole reading is about. Because this is like giving you the setup about how this is coming about. Because the last part is like this person is really like, they have an issue. They take issue with you because they feel like you're stealing their thunder. I don't think that's the case. I really don't. If they want to be, if they just want to go from one to the next and start picking things up, they can do it just as well as you can. And I don't think you'd care. You'd be like, sure. More help the merrier. Just start moving. You see something needs to be done, just do it. Like, that's kind of your attitude towards it. If this is hitting, needs to be done, you just do it. You're not like, let's talk about it. Let's sit back and think about it. And that's really fun. Like, really fun. One to the next. One to the next. If you see it, do it. That's the attitude I'm getting. And they're not like that. They're like, well, let's think about it. Let's talk about it. You're like, well, that's a different game. And I'm not playing that one. All right, the third phase. There's some energy with this. It's like, ooh. It's not bad. It's just kind of like something you have to deal with. And I feel like somebody's like messing with you. And they're trying to cut you off at the pass in some weird way. this person, whoever it is, they're a problem is what I'm getting. Yeah, the Princess of Cups and the victim card below it. Like somebody's kind of playing games and they're trying to get other people to side with them or help them set things up the way they want it to go. Kind of like, oh, you know, I can't do this and I can't do that. And if it would just go this way, and they're pulling on people's ears, like you're trying to get some sympathy here. Some people are falling for it. Some people definitely are. But I'm getting, they're playing the victim card. Like literally, that's the victim card. That is a card that says victim on it. There's a victim card. They're acting like everything is like having issues, and I don't know what to do next. There's secrets. There's a lot of secrets here. This is not going to stop you from what you need to do. But I'm getting somebody is playing games. And I feel like once you're seeing it, I literally feel like, well, if you want to do it, like I feel like you're looking over at this energy, like, well, if you want to do it, then do it. Like I feel like that's your energy. Like if you want to do it, then do it. I'm not here to play games about it. If you want to do it, then just do it. Why are you slowing down and like, you know, oh, you know, everything, like something fell over on the floor and there's a big mess and they're like, oh, well, we could get a broom from here. We could get from there. There's glass there. Does somebody have a kit to clean up that glass because you don't want anybody to get it hurt? Who's better at picking up glass? You know, you think it's John or Tony? Which one should we ask to do it? That's how they're handling it. And you're just like, it's a mess. Pick it up. And you just start picking it up. And you're just like, you get the broom, you clean up the glass, you're very careful with it because you have a brain. Sorry, but that's like that's how you're handling it. Like just clean it up. Stop talking about it. Just fix it. Like, and they're playing this weird game. It's a weird game in my opinion. To me, that's how it feels. Just to be fair, because I know both sides watch this, but it feels like a weird game. So, how is this gonna play out for you? Is a good question because I feel like other people get annoyed with this person. I feel rejection happening to this person because they come off with like this poor me attitude. People start to try to help them get involved. They try to help them do what they want to do. And then they're seeing this like this stuck in a rut feel here where let's overanalyze everything. I feel like it's overanalyzing everything. And I feel like people are getting annoyed with that. I see you kind of staying right out of it. And I feel like for most of you, when this is coming up in the future, you have the option to stay out of it, and they're saying do that. Stay right out of it. Release it, because release it with soulmate. Soulmate kind of connects with like the Lover's card a lot of times, in my opinion, which is also known as the passing the test, moving on from something without it dragging you down. And I feel like that's what's going on here, especially with the release next to it. Like you see this happening, and you see this person doing this, and I feel like they're all caught up in this one mess, right? And they're overanalyzing it and doing what they're doing. And you're like, all right, you do that, whatever. You go on to something else. You're like, that's fine, because there's a lot of things to get done. You want to overanalyze that? You want to talk yourself blue in the face? You do that. I'm over here. And I feel like you're disconnecting the best you can. You're just disconnecting and you're like, you got something else to do and you go on to do that. I don't see this daunting you. I also see you, though, kind of playing it up as if it doesn't bother you, but I do feel like it's annoying. I do feel like you get really aggravated with this whole cat and mouse game of like, you know, poor them and like you're stealing their thunder. You're not stealing anybody's thunder. You're just getting things done. And they just want to sit there and like mull over things till they're blue in the face, and you're like, it's such a waste of time. If they really feel that they need a chance, all they need to do is keep moving and just keep fixing things like you do, and they'd be fine. Okay, you got is it Princess? Yep, Princess of Wands and Facade, which to me says it's very much an active energy, kind of like, you know what, I'm too busy to worry about other people's feelings. I'm too busy to worry about other people's drama. And that other people's feelings, that can go left or right. In this situation, I feel like that's the right thing to handle. Like, it can go left or right. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. But in this situation, it's like, it's a smart thing to do. Kind of like, I don't have time to worry about this person's feelings because I think they're completely ridiculous. Their energy does not match your energy. And you're just acting like it's fine it is annoying. It's something that it feels like it's going to just stick with you. This person's going to just be one of those people that when you see them coming, you're going to be like, oh my Lord, like, here we go. Like, when you see them coming on the inside, you're going to be like, oh my goodness. On the outside, you're going to be like, hey, how you doing? Because if you play into it and you let them know that you really don't like them, just gives them more ammunition to play more games, and you're like, I'm not going to do that for them. I'm not going to let them know how much they annoy me, because it just gives them more ammunition to play more games. I think that's smart. Like, in this situation, I feel like you don't need to tell this person or show this person that they're annoying because it just gives them more power. They just play it against you. This seems to be happening in the environment. You got gossip with the Eight of Cups. People, be careful of this situation. This is strange, because what I'm feeling is a lot of other people are getting annoyed with this same person, and they're trying to push this person over off on someone else, and you might be that person they push this person over. Like, you might end up getting stuck working with this person or dealing with this person because nobody else really wants to deal with them either, and you're kind of coming off as if it doesn't matter. In truth, you don't like them. You just really don't like dealing with them. I don't know. I wouldn't say you dislike them with a passion. I wouldn't say that. But I would say that, like, you really don't like dealing with them or doing things with them because it's very draining for you. I do feel to a point what you might want to do is just let it known that you just don't feel like you and this person work well together, but you don't wish anything bad for them. Just make a point that the way you do things and the way they do things doesn't mesh. You want to seem to make a point about that. I feel like you can still do that without showing that you really don't like this person. Just kind of like, I work at this speed, they work at that speed. It clashes. It's counterproductive. And just make sure that's known so that people don't end up sticking you together with this person. I don't know how, even if it's family, you still want to do that, is what I'm getting. So that you don't get stuck dealing with this person. That's the only thing I'd be worried about with this. This person, I feel like they're always going to be like this. And I feel like some of you are like, oh, they've been around for years. They have been like this for a long time. And they're going to continue to be like this. You just don't want to get stuck dealing with them. I feel like you want to make the point that you do things differently. You don't have to make a point that you don't like them, just that you do things differently and you don't mesh. That's all. And then just keep the energy separate. I feel like that's best. I don't feel like this is going to really turn around for the better at any point. But I also feel like there's a lot of other people they aggravate too, so not for nothing. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.